Hello students, let's read this problem together. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ as displayed in the figure below. Which of the following is correct? Since they are congruent, they are the same size and the same shape. So they are also similar, but more specifically, they are congruent. This one is easy to color code because they have already marked the tick. So we may or may not want to color code. I always like to color code, and it's really easy when they put the tick marks for me. So I can see that B to C has one tick mark. So that's Y to Z. And that's a really useful tip when they give us those tick marks, especially when the shape is no longer in the same direction, like here, where they have rotated or turned the second figure. So I'm going to use blue for the one with two tick marks. So two tick marks on this side is the corresponding side. And then the one with three tick marks is going to be my green. Okay, so that's going to help me also identify my angles. So angle A, let's call that angle 1. And so over here, angle A corresponds to angle X. We're going to call that 1. So A, B is angle 2, and C, let's call that angle 3. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. X, Y, Z. So Y will be 2, and Z will be angle 3. Okay, so remember that angle 2, and it actually might be a right angle, but I'm not positive, so I'm just going to label it with 2 curves. And that third angle, I'm going to label it with 3 curves. Okay, so now we're going to see which one is correct. So angle A is congruent to angle Z. Angle A and angle Z. Angle A, we said, was angle 1, and angle Z is angle 3. They are not equal. They are not the same angle, so that's not true. The second one says angle Y is congruent to angle C. So angle Y is angle 2, and angle C is angle 3. They are not the same angle. They are not the same measure. They are not congruent. That is not correct. So let's look at letter C. That one's talking about sides. From B to C, remember that was our yellow line segment, and Y to Z. Y to Z is also our yellow line segment. And since they are congruent figures, then since they are corresponding, they would be equal. So that sounds correct. Let's double check our last answer just to make sure. We have line segment AC, which we color coded in blue, and XY, we color coded on our other triangle in green. So they are not the corresponding sides, so they are not congruent or equal. If they were congruent, they would have the same number of tick marks, but they do not. So notice that AC had 2 tick marks and XY has 3 tick marks. That is another indicator that they are not congruent. So that one is not correct. So the only correct answer is C. Line segment BC and line segment YZ are equal because they are corresponding and they're coming from 2 congruent figures.